Hey everybody, my name's TSW, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can get your own private server up and running so you can test things like leveling routes, what damage you're doing in your BIS gear, decide finally what class you want to play. Why not play them all on a private server, get them all to 60, give them all epic loot and figure out which one's more fun, and test a load of other things. So quickly, I'm going to show you how to get your own private server up and running, and then slowly I'll go through a bit more methodically how you can set it up and get up and running. It's so simple. I was surprised with how easy it is. Let me just shut down my server. Now let's get started. Okay, so top link in the description will be to this forum post. This is a Lights Hope vanilla emulator, the ultimate vanilla repack. This is the ultimate one, guys. So if you don't know, Lights Hope is a very successful private server, and this is a repack of that very successful private server. It's got loads of fixes over the years for all the vanilla bugs that people found on private servers. So basically that's me saying it's a very close replication of Classic and what we can expect in Classic. It's basically one of the top, if not the top, highest quality private servers out there, and this is a server that you can get up and running yourself in, I don't know, like 2 minutes. So jump onto this link in the description, hit full download or light download. I think light download just has some tools that you don't need, not in the download. So download this vanilla bro pack. That will give you this vanilla bro pack RAR file. Extract this RAR file and you'll find a mangoes folder. Open the mangoes folder and open the readme, wherever that is. So here's a bit more instruction on what to do. But quickly, literally just go on to start MySQL and then start Apache and then start realmd, and then mangoes d. And that's it. Wait for the Windows notification sound to go off. That's when the server is ready to log on. Open your realmlist, which will be in your WoW directory. Change your realmlist to 127.0.0.1. I'll link this in the description. And then launch wow.exe from your WoW directory. Username is admin, password is admin, and you are in. It is that simple. Welcome to your own private server. You can do everything you want, as long as there are some GM commands for it. I'll link this in the description as well on how to do all this crazy stuff, like one-shotting mobs and teleporting and modifying your speed. Have you ever run across Elwyn Forest this quickly? I have. No. Okay, so yeah, you've got GM status. You can do all this crazy stuff. You can one-shot mobs. .tele Ironforge, and as if by magic we're in Ironforge. Huzzah! Have you ever run around Ironforge this quickly? In 2 minutes of watching this TSW video and running into walls 20 times? Oh my god, can you imagine? This is the bit that we struggle on. I have. Okay. So you can do all the testing you want. You can test your leveling routes, and well, the best thing for it really is, I think, testing the leveling routes. So you can have Joanna's guide, for example, if I've got it up here. And you can just go through the guide, tick it off, maybe have it in your second monitor, and just go through the guide, except you can do it in turbo speed. Well, maybe not turbo speed, because it's a little bit impractical. But what you can do is use the GM commands on this webpage. Just read them. Look at, like, do Control F, damage. Oh look, dot damage, and then the amount of damage you want to do. So make a macro. I call it 1k. Dot damage 1000, and I have a spell now that does 1000 damage. So if I do dot GM off, I'm now hostile. So I'm basically like a player inside Orgrimmar. I am obviously Horde. They're going to attack me. I can target them and press my deal 1k damage macro a few times, and they die. And I can do this whilst leveling as well. I don't know what the name of the starter zone is, but maybe I don't need to know what the name of the starter zone is. I can just go there in 2 minutes. Well, less than 2 minutes. You ready for an epic jump? I didn't actually hit spacebar to jump, but whatever. So I can just practice the quests. Maybe these NPCs won't give me quests because I'm Horde. Maybe they'll all attack me. But if I was a gnome, I could grab these quests and go around one-shotting stuff just to make sure that I'm familiar with the quests. I know how many mobs can spawn. And like, there are people who have played beta who have said things like, oh yeah, these Yetis spawn maybe over here and maybe not right here. Like, it's a very close representation of Classic. It's not perfect, but it is very, very close. And if, like me, you're a bit of a WoW nerd and you want to, practice your leveling strategy, or, even just to kill time before Classic, even if you're not a serious player, you can still hop on a private server and just play around with the game. Anyway, I hope that's been useful. If you do want to open your private server to other people, what you can do is navigate to your Mangoes folder, jump into this folder called Batch, change realm IP. You could type in your own IP address, whatever it is. Just Google what's my IP, click on the web page, it'll tell you, and type your IP address here, and then open the ports on your router and make sure your firewall is allowing incoming traffic, and then you can tell only close friends your IP address, because obviously for security reasons you don't want to just be giving your IP address out to anybody, but people you trust, you can give them your IP address if you want, and they can connect to your server, and you can have a multiplayer server just like that. Additionally, if you know what you're doing, you could have your own Amazon web server or any other server. Make sure it's a Windows environment, and do this process on a server, and have your own server up and running. And just make sure you know what the IP address is of the server. It shouldn't be too hard to find out. Dump it in here, type in your IP address, whatever it is, and oh look, it's just changed my IP of my server. I'm probably disconnected now. No, I'm still connected. Well, I'm going to get kicked out in a minute, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and in the upcoming few days, over the weekend, I plan to be running some dungeons and testing how good dungeon leveling is on Classic, or for Classic, in anticipation for Classic. So the word on the street is, alright guys, some super secret level strats here. Word on the street is dungeon leveling is really OP. This is ASMR at the end of the video. This is the bonus clip that only the hardcore viewers get to see. The word on the street is that dungeon leveling is really freaking good in Classic. Now, I've not seen anyone talk about exactly how OP it is, but maybe this weekend I'm going to get some friends together and we're going to be doing some dungeons, and maybe if this video reaches 1 like, I will post a video on exactly how much dungeon XP you can expect to get after, we now know that dungeons give more XP. Hopefully one of my friends knows how to edit a sequel server, and we can change the XP rate of elites to that of what it was in the Classic beta, and we can do things like AoE freaking dead mines with 4 warriors and a paladin healer, and go Scarlet Monastery with 4 ravagers. That's the whirlwind axe. Oh, look at this. If only I had GM commands, I can actually give myself the item. Scarlet Monastery armory. Could you imagine 4 warriors all with this whirlwind weapon, AoE grinding in Cathedral? Wow, it's going to be amazing. Okay, so hopefully, again, this video may be coming this weekend, so subscribe if you care about that kind of thing. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, good luck in Classic, guys. Wow, I've never seen the female flex before. Okay, bye. I'm booping out.